Whoa.
Well. Last night, I attempted to have this live, and my laptop just crashed, and I wasn't able to get back in. I mean, it went down. And now I'm back on track. I had to wait and go through having the laptop update, etc., etc., etc. So I'm back out. That was a Copper Falls by my brother by another mother, Chemo Cornwell. I just love his CD, Hawaii State of Mind. It just kind of calms me down. And baby, we can use as much calming down as possible. Now, as you recall, on the last live I did, I talked. Hey, Jaconda, I talked about the brothers and some of the sisters, I guess, but I'm talking mainly to the brothers who have decided that they're gonna get on criminal defendant Fulton County inmate number P00113001135809, that they've decided they're gonna ride with him to the polls. And there was a gentleman when he was scheduled to come in town to be booked at the Fulton County jail. There was a brother who was, I was there, so I could see that there were miles of vendors who were out there with water. They were selling all kinds of goods. And there was a brother out there who was proudly sporting a T-shirt called "Niggas for Trump." Now, the interviewer asked him, "Well, what is the name of your organization? What are you calling yourselves?" He said, "Niggas for Trump. That's what we are." I thought that was so funny because it was so obvious, but she was probably afraid to say that out loud because she was obviously not of the black persuasion. But since then, we get story after story after story of black men who really think this man is the dude, and that he's wealthy and he's in control and he's operating his shit. He's tough. They haven't yet recognized that he's none of those things. There's nothing tough about him. That if he actually had a confrontation and didn't have all the protection around him, that he would fold in his own. He would fold in his own. It was like a bitch, just the way he said he moved on women like a bitch. Well, then that's what you are. So, and that's what would happen if you had to actually have any direct confrontation with somebody. But you always have, there's always something new to learn. And I happened to run across this particular video um, from Dr. Richard Ritchie. I hope you all will go over to his channel. He gives daily updates and reports of Karens, and he keeps us abreast of what is happening within our community. And there was this particular video popped up He calls it Black MAGA Minion. Now, this cat flew in from Tokyo to vote for him in 2016. So, I mean, he probably doesn't know anything about an absentee ballot. But anyway, let's just let him speak for himself, okay?
I flew from Tokyo, Japan, where I live, to come back here to make sure I voted for Donald Trump. He's not your average politician. He's a guy that makes mistakes, that say things that are stupid, because we all do stupid things. We do crazy things. The black community don't know what Donald Trump did for black people. Trump is a business person, and I like the way he negotiates. You know, and he when we had him as president, we didn't have a lot. We had respect. America was respected. He is definitely looking out for the best interests of America. I mean, that is without a doubt. You know, I just hate that it takes black people so long to even wake up, to come around to it. For my black people, read a little bit. Find out what Donald Trump has done for the black community. He's done more than your black Jesus, Obama.
There's actually more.
He thinks that the black voters that like Donald Trump are because he likes sneakers. You know, that was Fox News
sneakers.
saying, yeah.
Oh, because he came out with those sneakers and he slapped it in the judge's face, and he slapped it in the liberals' face because they want to charge him $350 million, and he made that back in less than an hour on sneakers. No, that's a smart man.
Let's talk about these indictments, 91 of them. All right, we got to.
You don't want to get me on that.
I do, I
Please
promise.
don't get me on that. See, and now this is another thing that the Democrats has done. Now, have you noticed that every state that they basically want to indict him and all this and all that, black women. Well, a black man can't even say nothing to a black woman without something happening. How's a white man gonna say something to a black woman today without something happening? You can't call her a stupid. You know, you can't call her a B word. So they're using these black people. I mean, it's just like the Ku Klux Klan. They may as well send. We may as well go back to the Klan days. Donald Trump down there in Georgia. Think he's gonna get a fair trial. He's not gonna get a good trial there. He's not gonna get it. You know, this is all a lynching. You know?
Okay. I don't know what to say. Can you believe this motherfucker? He wants to talk about the Klan. That Donald Trump is being treated. That it's black people that want to take us back to the Klan. Can you believe this ignorant bastard? And then see, I know why your black ass is in Japan, because you probably found you a cute little Japanese lady who thinks you're the shit and is in service to you. Now, I have some Japanese girlfriends, and they wouldn't deal with your black ass at all, because you're an ignorant ass nigga. But you're going to make it a deal that black women are after him. He's a fucking crook. He's an adjudged RAPIST. And you think that they just pull these 91 counts out of their asses? And you telling us to read? Can you spell read? You obviously have not read, because every time I hear somebody talk about what Donald Trump has done for the black community, nobody ever is specific. They never give me specifics. So he gave millions to HBCUs. I think it was once reported they never got the money, but President Biden has donated and allocated billions to HBCUs. He wants to call President Obama Black Jesus. You obviously are an uneducated fool. You don't seem to understand that President Obama was dealing with a Republican House and a Republican Senate after Chuck Schumer with his ass went against the leader of the party, but that's a whole nother thing. When they got the House and they got the Senate, baby, it was on and cracking, and they were determined to make him a one-term president. But if you would read, if you Googled, you would find out that he did a lot of things for Black people by executive order, because those Republicans were not going to reach across the aisle and shake a Black man's hand. So you are just, so you say you can't call a woman a Black bee? No, you cannot. Well, you can at your own risk. You know, you can. What if somebody was to say your mama, the one that squeezed your ignorant ass out? You flying to show up in person to vote. I thought you had to. Why didn't you get an absentee ballot? Are you that fucking ignorant? And you telling us we need to read to know what he did for the Black community? He didn't do anything. And now that you're supporting him, guess what? Stop and frisk will be back. Racial profiling will be back. Police brutality will be back. They're going to take Black history out of the schools. They're beginning that now. And teach history the way they want us to know about it. Because white people can't look themselves in the face and admit that they have done some heinous, unforgivable things, not just to people on this soil, to Black people on this soil, but actually around the world. You want to call us ignorant? I think you need to look in the mirror with that late pimp look you got going on. I don't know. Somebody need to teach your ass how to dress. And that's not all. That wasn't all of it. Not at all. There's more. So I would suggest you go over to Dr. Rashard Ritchie's page and watch Black MAGA Minion flew in from Japan to vote. And he wants to say that when Trump was in office, we were respected. No, we weren't respected. Leaders played him like a bass fiddle. All they had to do was say how smart he was or how brilliant he was, or lie to him and tell him how strong he was. And they knew that he would fold again like a bitch, because that's what he is. He wants people around him just like you to tell him how great he is, how smart he is. And I doubt very seriously that he paid that money that you're talking about, because based on his sneaker sales, because according to the news, that's not how it went down. Oh yeah, you know, you call him a good businessman. How many times did he file for bankruptcy? Because he blew the money that his father left him. Even Alan Wieselberg said that it was Ivana that was the brains. He was just a chancer. I want to know how you fail in a casino on the boardwalk. How do you fail? How does that shut down and fuck up the entire boardwalk in New Jersey? How does that happen? But he's a good businessman. I hear people talk about his policies, but no one is ever clear about just what policies did he have. And you think for one moment that if he were to become president again, that it would be his presidency would be anything more than going after his political enemies, real or perceived? You think for one moment, yeah, there's probably room for you on the plantation, because he likes his blacks, the one he called his blacks, the ones he can relate to, because his blacks have been treated unfairly and been arrested and charges brought against them because they didn't do nothing. I don't know no black man who's had 91 charges against them and is still out walking the streets and able to get on a private plane and able to eat good, even though he eats garbage. I don't know that exists in these states. And then he talks about what has never happened. And this has never happened in our country. No, it hasn't, because we've never had a grifter, a liar, a cheater, a thief, an ignorant, dope-taking, scrambled mind. Perhaps, as Keith Olbermann suggests from one of his podcasts, a man suffering from frontal aphasia and dementia. No, it's never happened in this country before, because we ain't never had nobody as rotten as you as president, at least not that we knew of. Now, I give you one thing. You say what you're going to do. Because you don't know how to keep that fetid hole underneath your nose closed. And I'm not doubting that there will be some black folks who will vote for you because they believe your shit. They believe you when they talk about that $1,400 check, because they didn't know that Nancy Pelosi was attempting to get $2,800. But see, he could never let Nancy treated him like what he was, an ignorant motherfucker. And he has a thing, I guess because he's a bitch, he has a problem with real women. Women who stand up to him. Women who aren't afraid of him. Hell, I don't think Melania is afraid of him. I think she's fucking tired of him. And she's stacking the coin, baby, so that she and Barron can bail. And you know what, Jaconda, you're right. I don't know that he's able to vote in Japan. But who cares? If he's happy there, stay your ass over there. Because I'd be willing to bet no black woman wants your sorry ass. Stay over there and get you a nice passive little girlfriend. Because you are ignorant. And the sad thing about it is you think your black ass is smart. You think you got it all figured out. No, he's not the average politician. Not at all. I'll give you that. Hey, Electra. He's not the average politician. Now, I'm going to put you on mute because I want to see if this dude has anything else to say. And if he does, then I will absolutely pull him up and let us finish him. Let's let him finish humiliating himself in front of millions. Just give me a minute. I don't want to put Dr. Ritchie's commentary up, but I do want to hear this.
Put up the picture full mass. Sir, you would have made it.
Dr. Ritchie does say after his screed about how great a man Trump is, he says you would have made an excellent slave. I can't agree more. I don't know who saw Django, but you could play Samuel L. Jackson's role really well, because that's who you are. Let me see what else. See if he has anything more to say. Look at him, happy as fuck to be here in them tacky ass clothes.
An excellent slave. I mean, listen, if you want to sign up for the job, I'm sure there are some people at that rally hiring. So an individual, we'll keep his picture up for posterity. an individual who will wear that kind of suit jacket. So telling people Black folk need to read. Sir, are you aware that household median income dropped under Donald Trump? It did not increase.
My mind. I changed my mind. Let's hear what Dr. Richie has to say. I changed my mind. And we're going to keep his picture up, because if you see this man on the street, slap the piss out of him. Let's go.
An excellent slave. I mean, listen, if you want to sign up for the job, I'm sure there are some people at that rally hiring. So an individual, we'll keep his picture up for posterity. An individual who will wear that kind of suit jacket with that kind of hat.
I'm telling you, he
Did not
don't
tell
have
me
no
a damn
woman,
thing about life.
because no real woman let his ass walk
So
the house looking like
this
that.
is a Black conservative who kind of admitted to voter fraud. Sir, if you don't live in America, you're not supposed to come here to vote. You say you live in Tokyo. I assume you don't have residence here then. But I digress. So you are telling people Black folk need to read. Sir, are you aware that household median income dropped under Donald Trump? It did not increase. Are you aware that the college programs that would allow for first generation college students was gutted by this same man you praise as being a champion of Black folk? Are you aware that discrimination, workplace discrimination, went up under Trump against Black men in particular, Black women by extension? Are you aware that the average earned dollar of Black men and Black women decreased compared to white men and white women of the same job, similar educational background set? That number was moving in the right direction with President Obama. It moved back in the wrong direction under Trump because his DOJ refused to hold those corporations accountable. So I think, sir, you need to pick up a book. Mr. Mayor, thoughts?
And if not a book, just take a plane back to wherever you came from and go back under the boat.
Let's go back to Tokyo.
Listen, go back to Tokyo. Listen, and even if he was a resident, like, and you had residence in America and you live in Tokyo, why did you fly here? You could have just mailed the ballot.
Really?
So there you have it. And we're ignorant, okay? We're the ignorant ones. We're the ones that need to read. And as I said, you know, he don't have no woman, because no real woman gonna let her man walking out dressed up in that fucking clown suit. And I think Dr. Richie did confirm for me that if you don't have residence in the United States, your vote may actually be illegal. So if anybody was watching and that's so, and he doesn't have a residence here, maybe y'all can arrest his Black ass and put him in jail till y'all figure out if he indeed has an American residency, if he kept his citizenship here and has a residence here. So as I was saying, just when you think you haven't heard it all, you learn a little something every day. And as disappointed as I am in those who would vote to, as he put it, he's accusing Dems of wanting us to go back to the Klan days. I would beg to differ. The person you're voting for will take us back, and the KKK can actually wear their capes and their hoods into Congress and into the Senate. They'll be free to do that, because it'll be them that'll be running the country. You need to not open your mouth and talk about politics anymore. So I didn't have a whole lot to say. I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I found this particular video, and I thought to myself, didn't we just have a conversation about this? Perhaps I'll just share it. So that's all I got. I was just coming on. I thank you, Jaconda and Electra, for coming on. This is a real hitter, hit or miss, whether it count a quick and dirty. I just wanted to share this video. Go on over to Dr. Rashad Ritchie's channel. He has some interesting videos that he uploads. And also go to Politics by Tabitha, who gives us lots of great information in bite sizes, pieces, so we can digest it quickly. And I guess the next thing we will be talking about is the ban of TikTok. Ooh-wee. It's going to piss a whole lot of people off. So thank you both for coming over. I'll see you again soon. There's just a lot going on at this time. And and renovations going on in the home, etc. There's so I have to, yeah, right, quick and dirty. I am naughty, honey. That's what makes me so very interesting. Yeah, we'll be back again to talk about some of the other things that are going on. But again, thanks so much for stopping by, and we will talk later. Mwah. See you later.